morning, everyone. I hope this is finding you well and living your very best life in Jesus Christ on this beautiful Wednesday. You know, when I was a child growing up in the church, I often thought of the things my family did for the church as, well, to be blunt, a burden. I mean, come on, what school kid wants to come home on a Wednesday evening or get up early on Sunday and have to go to church, much less Sunday evening? I mean, seriously. Of course, in my family, add to this going to church on Tuesdays and Saturdays to clean, and of course, the weekly obligatory Saturday bake sales for the building fund. As I got to my teenage years, it fell on me and my brothers to take care of more and more of the church cleaning and maintenance, such as repairing things and cutting the grass and so forth. And of course, being the piano player, that meant I could never miss a service, no matter what. I remember by the time I went to college being relieved when I thought it would give me license to do less for the church, but instead it seemed it required even more of my time and effort. I was just never finished doing things for the church, and frankly, as time went on, I did so with increasing resentment. You see, that was the issue of my problem with the church in a nutshell. I was doing all the things required of me for the church, but absolutely nothing for God. I mean, I was supposed to be learning that giving to the Lord was a privilege and a form of worship in itself. And it's a lesson that unfortunately took me a lifetime to learn. One of the beauties of serving the Lord is being able to serve Him in various capacities, both in and outside of the church walls. Too often we reduce serving the Lord to preaching in the pulpit or singing in the choir or whatever select duty we have chosen. I mean, extending hospitality to neighbors and guests, administering church affairs and operations, constructing things in the church and equipment and infrastructures. These are all just some of the ways we can render service unto God. But greater than the danger of becoming complacent in our service is assuming the false and foolish belief that God needs us to accomplish the work He called us to do, as if His divine and sovereign will is dependent upon our puny little cooperation. To be chosen and anointed by God to do anything for Him is both an honor and a privilege, and it is certainly not an inherent right. Hebrews 12:28 and 29 reminds us of the great privilege we have of being allowed to serve God at all. It says, "Therefore, since we receive a kingdom which cannot be shaken, let us show gratitude and offer to God pleasing service and acceptable worship with reverence and awe, for our God is indeed a consuming fire." I'm of the belief, and the scriptures bear me out, that doing the right things grudgingly for the wrong reason is actually worse than not doing anything at all. It's dangerous to our walk and to our well-being when we somehow get the idea that God can't do it without us, or that it doesn't matter what our attitude is so long as we get the job done. The truth of the matter is that God will accomplish what He wants to accomplish with or without our cooperation. When we choose to do the right things with the wrong heart, I'm just going to be blunt, it's our loss, not His. Therefore, I want to remind everyone to seek to remain humble when God calls us to execute a certain task or assignment, with full awareness and recognition that He did not have to choose us to do it. We have been honored. He could have called anyone else to do the work He instructs us to do, and He will not hesitate to choose to do so if we decide to forfeit His promise by rebelling against His voice. Let us realize with gratitude that He has honored us with a chance to serve the King of Kings and act as such, doing everything to our very best, never grudgingly or in half measure. In this way, our sacrifice becomes both an honor to us and a sweet-smelling offering to our Lord. I hope you make today a fantastic day. I want you to know that I'm here should you need me, and I truly love you all.